What if your car could pass 1 million kilometers and do it cheaply? I've watched 6 do it using 19 simple, proven Japanese tricks. One habit prevents $8,000 transmission failures. Another adds 200,000 miles to engine life. Miss the oil change timing, wheel cover, and you're quietly shaving years off the motor. And the last trick? It costs nothing and might be the push to 7 digits. Let's dive in. Trick number 19, progressive engine warm-up. 70% of engine wear happens in the first 60 seconds. Metal contracts when it's cold. Oil drops to the bottom of the pan. Revving a cold engine is like waking up and immediately running a sprint. Some say warm up engines for 5 minutes. That's not realistic. Nobody has 5 minutes to waste on every startup. But 30 seconds? That's reasonable. Japanese mechanics idle 20 to 30 seconds in winter, just enough for oil to circulate properly. Then drive gently. Keep RPMs under 2,500 for the first 3 to 5 miles. No hard acceleration, no highway on-ramps. Just smooth, easy driving. Cold metal expands at different rates. Pistons warm faster than cylinder walls. This creates microscopic gaps where metal scrapes metal without proper lubrication. I pulled apart an engine from a customer who cold revved daily. The cylinder walls looked like someone attacked them with sandpaper. Piston rings were shot at 60,000 miles. Modern oils flow faster than old formulas, but they still need time to coat everything. 30 seconds of idle plus gentle driving gives oil time to reach valve trains, timing chains, and turbochargers. This simple habit could add 100,000 miles to your engine's lifespan. Trick number 18, transmission fluid and filter service. Lifetime fluid can land you a $4,200 transmission rebuild before your odometer reads 100,000 miles. It is a marketing lie. Service automatic transmissions every 30,000 to 40,000 miles. CVTs needed every 30,000 miles without exception. Drain and fill, not flush. Flushing creates high pressure that can dislodge debris and clog passages. Drain and fill is gentler and safer. Replace the filter every other service. Some transmissions have external filters. Others require pan removal. Do it anyway. Transmission fluid breaks down from heat and friction. Dark brown fluid has lost its friction-modifying properties. Burnt smell means clutch material is suspended in the fluid. I've seen CVTs fail at 60,000 miles because owners believed the lifetime fluid myth. Nissan CVTs are especially notorious for this. Transmission rebuilds cost $3,000 to $6,000. Fluid service costs $200 to $300. Do the math. Trick number 7, intake system cleaning. Carbon buildup kills modern engines, especially GDI engines, where fuel never touches intake valves. Clean throttle body, intake valves, and manifold every 25,000 to 30,000 miles. No exceptions for direct injection. Port injection engines spray fuel on intake valves. That keeps them clean naturally. GDI engines spray fuel directly into cylinders. The intake valves get coated with oil vapor from the PCV system. Over time, this bakes into hard carbon deposits on the valves. They don't seal properly anymore. Misfires start happening. Fuel economy drops dramatically. Eventually, the engine runs so rough you have no choice but to deal with it. Walnut blasting is the gold standard for GDI engines. Media blasting removes carbon without damaging valves. Costs $400 to $600 but prevents thousands in repairs. Installing an oil catch can help tremendously. It traps oil vapor before it reaches intake valves. Empty it every 3,000 miles. Costs $100 to $300 depending on the system. Carbon buildup chokes modern engines to death. Cleaning isn't cheap, but it saves your engine. The next habit? It takes only 5 minutes to accomplish. Trick number 16, throttle body cleaning. If your car idles low, surges at stoplights, or hesitates off the line, the culprit is often a thin carbon ring around the throttle plate. That grime tricks the ECU into thinking the plate is more open than it is. The computer compensates, learns the bad airflow, and your idle control gets weird. The fix is shockingly simple. Key off. Remove the intake tube. Do not pry the plate on drive-by-wire throttles. Either use the pedal with key on/engine off to open it, or remove the body for easy access. Spray throttle body cleaner only. Never carb or brake cleaner, and avoid soaking sensors. On coated bores, use a cleaner marked safe for coatings. Wipe the black ring at the plate edge and bore lip with a lint-free cloth. Let it air dry. Reassemble. Expect a brief idle relearn. Start and let it idle with no accessories for 5 to 10 minutes. Then switch the AC on for 2 minutes. Finish with a calm drive so trims can settle. A scan tool relearn works too if your car supports it. Trick number 15. Oil changes by driving pattern. The 7,500-mile oil change rule by the manufacturer isn't maintenance science. It's marketing. Most people unknowingly drive in severe service. Short trips, traffic, dust, heat, and cold starts. That demands tighter intervals. If most of your miles are highway, change oil at 6,000 to 6,500 miles. If you're a city or short trip driver, go 4,000 to 4,500 miles. This isn't debate material. It's how you avoid quiet damage. Short trips never heat oil enough to evaporate moisture or fuel. Condensation stays. Fuel thins the oil. Additives shear. Sludge forms and blocks tiny oil passages. Do a simple monthly check. Warm the engine. Put 1 drop of oil on white paper and watch. Fresh oil looks amber and clear. Dirty oil looks dark and opaque. If it spreads with a dark halo, that's fuel dilution. Change it. I've seen the cost of stretching intervals. One customer followed a 10,000-mile synthetic schedule because a brochure said so. At 95,000 miles, the engine knocked. Under the cover, sludge and half-blocked passages. That saved service turned into an engine bill. Oil is about $50. Engines are $8,000. Clean oil protects bearings, timing sets, turbo seals, and cam lobes. If you aren't doing long, hot highway runs, shorten your interval. Trick number 14. Highway cleaning runs. City driving is hard on engines. Short trips never let oil reach operating temperature. Moisture and fuel contaminate oil faster. Take your car on highway drives once or twice weekly. Maintain 55 to 65 miles per hour for 20 to 30 minutes minimum. Highway driving lets the engine reach full operating temperature. Burns off moisture and fuel contamination. Oil detergents circulate properly and clean deposits. Exhaust system heats up fully. Burns off moisture, causing rust in mufflers and catalytic converters. Transmission reaches operating temperature, allows fluid to clean clutch packs and valve bodies properly. My client only drove 3 miles to work and back. Never highway trips. At 60,000 miles, her engine was full of sludge despite regular oil changes. The oil never got hot enough to do its job. Highway driving also exercises turbochargers properly. Turbos need sustained boost to stay healthy. Short trips with low load cause carbon buildup. Think of highway drives as mechanical therapy. Everything operates at designed temperatures and pressures. Systems clean themselves naturally. Trick number 13. OEM parts for critical components. Aftermarket deals are the costliest repairs I see. I've watched the same car chew through 3 cheap water pumps. An extra $80 for OEM fixed it. That pump is still alive 100,000 miles later. Critical parts aren't a gamble. Timing belts, fuel pumps, sensors, brake hydraulics. OEM matches the engine's tolerances and coatings. Miss by a little, pay a lot. The ugliest example is timing belts. Save $50 on an aftermarket belt, and you risk early failure. When it goes, valves meet pistons. I've written $6,000 invoices for that shortcut. Brakes need nuance. Quality aftermarket pads like Akebono and Ray Bestos are fine. Bargain bin pads squeal, dust, and die early. Here's the trap. Some shops fit aftermarket, but bill for OEM. Protect yourself. Write OEM only on the work order. Get the exact OEM part numbers on the estimate and invoice. Verify with your VIN in a dealer catalog. Ask for the boxes and the old parts back. Snap photos before installation. Save money where it's safe. Cabin filters, wipers, and bulbs. Trick number 12, MAF sensor cleaning. If your car feels lazy, drinks more fuel, or throws lean codes P0171/P0174, the mass airflow sensor may be lying. A dusty hot film can misread airflow by just a few %, and the ECU dumps fuel to compensate. Long-term trims drift, cats run hotter, power disappears. The fix takes 10 minutes. Key off. Unplug the MAF connector. Remove the 2 screws and lift the sensor straight out of the airbox. Only use MAF sensor cleaner, like CRC. Never carb or brake cleaner, never compressed air. Don't touch the element. No swabs, no brushing. Hold the can 10 to 15 centimeters away and give 10 to 12 light bursts to the sensing wire/film and thermistor, both sides. Let it air dry completely, 5 to 10 minutes. Reinstall, reconnect. Best practice, pair this with a dry paper air filter. Over-oiled gauze filters fog the MAF and undo your work. If you have a scan tool, clear fuel trims and codes. Otherwise, the ECU will relearn during a calm drive. Watch for smoother idle, cleaner tip-in, steadier shifts, and MPG creeping back. Do this every 15 to 30,000 miles, or after dusty trips. Trick number 11, replace PCV valve every 30 to 60,000 miles. The positive crankcase ventilation valve is a $10 to $50 part that quietly decides whether your engine stays clean or sludges, leaks, and burns oil. Its job is to pull blow-by gases out of the crankcase and meter them back into the intake. When it sticks open, you get a high unstable idle, lean trims, oil consumption, and whistling seals. When it sticks closed, pressure builds, forcing oil past gaskets and even the rear main seal. On GDI engines, a bad PCV supercharges intake valve carbon. Quick checks. Inspect the PCV hose tree for soft collapsed lines and oil pooling. Do the glove test. With the engine idling, place a thin glove over the oil filler. It should be gently drawn inward. Ballooning means stuck closed. A harsh suck with stumbling points to stuck open. Old school PCVs rattle when shaken. No rattle often means replace. Many modern cars integrate the PCV diaphragm into the valve cover. Cracked diaphragms cause high idle and fuel trims. Replace the assembly. Best practice, replace the PCV or valve cover unit every 30 to 60,000 miles and pair it with fresh air filter and MAF/TB cleaning. Don't clean a modern PCV with solvents, just replace. Trick number 10, brake fluid and pad inspection. Your brake fluid is absorbing water right now, and brake failure starts long before you feel it. Brake fluid pulls moisture from the air even in sealed systems, and water contamination lowers the boiling point while causing brake fade and potential complete failure. Flush brake fluid every 2 years or 24,000 miles. This maintains proper boiling point and prevents internal corrosion. Moisture in brake fluid corrodes brake lines, calipers, and ABS modules from the inside. ABS module replacement costs $1,200 to $2,000. Inspect brake pads every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, depending on driving style. Don't wait until they're metal on metal. Worn pads damage rotors. A $200 brake job becomes $600 when rotors need replacement too. Brake fluid is hygroscopic. Even in a sealed system, it absorbs moisture through microscopic pores in rubber hoses. Fresh brake fluid is clear or light amber. Contaminated fluid is dark brown or black. If you can't see through it, it needs changing. Check brake pad thickness during tire rotations. Most pads have 10 millimeters of material when new. Replace at 3 millimeters remaining. Trick number 9. Early filter replacements. Filters are dirt cheap, yet drivers ignore them constantly. Don't wait for the manual's recommended intervals. Those assume perfect conditions. Your conditions aren't perfect. Replace your air filter every 15,000 miles or yearly. Fuel filter every 20,000 miles. Cabin filter every 12,000 miles. Dirty air filters cut airflow by 30%. The fuel mixture runs rich. Unburned fuel washes oil off cylinder walls. Engine wear accelerates invisibly until it's too late. Clogged fuel filters restrict flow to injectors. The fuel pump works over time, maintaining pressure. Eventually, it burns out. Replacement costs $800 to $1,500. I pulled an air filter from a customer's car at 30,000 miles. Packed solid with dirt. The engine was burning a quart of oil every 1,000 miles because the rich mixture was washing down the cylinder walls. Replace the filter, and oil consumption dropped to normal within 2,000 miles. Check your air filter every oil change. If it's dirty, replace it regardless of mileage. A $20 filter prevents $2,000 in engine damage. Trick number 8, cooling system maintenance. Overheating destroys engines faster than anything except running without oil, and your cooling system is the only thing keeping that temperature in check. Check coolant level monthly. Inspect hoses, radiator, and caps every 6 months. Look for cracks, bulges, or leaks. Flush the entire system every 30,000 miles. Old coolant loses anti-corrosive properties. Rust forms inside the block and radiator. Eventually, passages clog and the engine overheats. One Toyota came into the shop with 180,000 miles. Customer never flushed coolant. Drained it. Looked like rusty mud. Flushed 3 times to clean. Barely managed to save the guy from a radiator replacement. Use only OEM or OEM equivalent coolant. Wrong chemistry attacks aluminum components in modern engines. I've seen water pumps destroyed by wrong coolant in under 20,000 miles. Radiator caps fail as the rubber seal hardens. Without proper pressure, coolant boils at lower temperatures. That causes overheating even with a full system. Head gasket failure costs $2,500 to $4,000. $100 coolant flush every 30,000 miles prevents nightmares. Trick number 7, high-quality fuel and additives. Cheap gas is costing you $650 in repairs you don't even know about yet. Top-tier gasoline contains detergents that keep injectors and valves clean. Use top-tier gas exclusively. Chevron, Shell, Costco, and Mobil meet these standards. Only use premium if your engine requires it. High compression and turbocharged engines need it. Regular engines don't benefit. You're just wasting money. For GDI engines, fuel additives don't help intake valves because fuel never touches them, but they do help keep injectors and combustion chambers clean. Use trusted additives like Chevron Techron or Liquimoly every 5,000 miles. Costs $15, but prevents $800 injector cleaning services. If you're unsure which additive to buy, watch our comprehensive breakdown. Never use these 9 fuel injector cleaners and 5 that work. Tap the link to save it for later. Trick number 6, belts and tensioners inspection. Timing belts don't warn you before they snap. They just fail. When they do, valves meet pistons at high speed. Inspect all belts and tensioners every 30,000 miles. Replace around 50,000 miles, or immediately if you see cracking or glazing. Serpentine belts are easier to inspect. Look for cracks, fraying, or missing ribs. See any damage? Replace immediately. Timing belts hide behind covers. Follow your manual's replacement interval religiously. Most recommend 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Don't push it. Tensioners fail before belts. A bad tensioner lets the belt slip or flap. That accelerates wear and can cause timing to jump. Always replace tensioners and idler pulleys with the timing belt. The labor's already done. Parts cost $100 extra but prevent comeback repairs. A customer's Honda Accord was at 105,000 miles. "I'll do it next month," he said. Belt snapped 2 weeks later. Bent every valve. Total loss at $6,500. Belts keep everything synchronized, but modern engines face a silent killer building up invisibly. Trick number 5, rust prevention. Rust is cancer for cars. Once it starts, it spreads. Eventually, compromises structural integrity and safety. Apply rust prevention coatings every 2 years. Fluid film, wool wax, and professional undercoating all work. Costs $200 to $400. Catch rust too late and repairs run thousands. Rust repair costs $500 to $6,000 plus, depending on severity. Frame rust often totals the vehicle. This matters even more near the coast. Salt air accelerates corrosion dramatically. Brake lines corrode. Fuel lines disintegrate. Suspension components rust solid. Protection is simple. Annual fluid film application does the job. Worked on a truck from Long Island once. Coastal salt air year-round. Brutal winters with road salt. 15 years old when I saw it. The undercarriage looked almost new. Zero rust anywhere. Frame was clean. Brake lines were perfect. Suspension components showed no corrosion. His secret? Fluid film every fall before winter. One $30 can and 45 minutes annually saved him thousands in rust-related repairs. Compare that to unprotected trucks from the same area. At 10 years, they need brake lines. At 12 years, fuel lines fail. At 15 years, suspension seizes from rust. That's $2,000 to $4,000 in corrosion damage that never had to happen. Spray undercarriage, frame, suspension, brake lines, and fuel lines. One application lasts all winter. Trick number 4. General inspections every 6,000 miles. Problems start small. Early detection prevents expensive disasters. Every 6,000 miles, do a mini inspection. Check belts, hoses, brakes, fluids, tires, and suspension components. Brake pads have wear indicators that squeal when they need replacement. Don't ignore that sound. Worn pads damage rotors. A $200 brake job becomes $600 when you wait too long. Suspension components wear gradually. Ball joints, tie rods, and control arm bushings develop play over time. Catch them early, and replacements cost $200 to $400. Wait until complete failure, and you're looking at $800 plus alignment. Had this older guy with an early 2000s Tundra, the 4.7-liter V8. Every few months, he'd stop by for a quick inspection, even when nothing felt wrong. One visit, we spotted a radiator hose developing a small bulge. Caught it before it burst. Fixed it for $85. That early catch saved him $1,200 minimum. If that hose blew on the highway, the engine would have overheated instantly. Warped head, blown gasket, complete nightmare. He rolled past 500,000 miles on that Tundra before upgrading. Regular checks caught every problem early. Regular inspections catch mechanical problems, but there's one fluid system that destroys itself if you believe the manufacturer's lies. Trick number 3. Regular fluid checks. Low fluid levels destroy expensive components before warning lights appear. Check oil, coolant, transmission fluid, and power steering fluid every 30 days without fail. Brake fluid needs checking every 6 months because it absorbs moisture from the air. Water contamination lowers boiling point and causes brake fade, plus expensive ABS module failures. Always top up with exact OEM-specified fluid. Don't mix brands. Don't use universal fluids. The chemistry matters more than you think. I've seen power steering pumps destroyed by wrong fluid. The seals swelled up and blocked passages. $1,200 repair from a $6 bottle of wrong fluid. Transmission fluid color tells stories. Fresh fluid is bright red or pink. Dark brown means it's breaking down. Black means you're already too late. Burnt smell? Start saving for a new transmission. Monthly checks take 10 minutes. That's 120 minutes yearly to prevent thousands in repairs. Checking fluids keeps systems alive, but there's something cheaper most people ignore. Trick number 2. Tire care. Underinflated tires cut fuel economy by 3% for every PSI below recommended pressure. That adds up fast. Check tire pressure monthly using the door jam sticker, not the tire sidewall number. That's maximum pressure, not recommended pressure. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance and wear prematurely on the edges. Overinflated tires reduce the contact patch and wear centers prematurely. Rotate tires every 5,000 to 6,000 miles. This ensures even wear and maximizes tire life. Most tire shops do it for free with purchase. Align wheels annually or after hitting curbs or potholes. Misalignment causes uneven tire wear and reduces fuel economy. I myself check tire pressure monthly and rotate my tires religiously. My last set lasted 60,000 miles and change. Over the years, I've easily saved a few $1,000s. Proper inflation prevents blowouts. Underinflated tires flex more, generate heat, and fail catastrophically at highway speeds. Keep a digital gauge in the glove box. Check all 4 plus the spare monthly. 5 minutes extends tire life 40%. Finding value here? Subscribe for more maintenance tips that actually work. Now back to the list. Trick number 1. Battery maintenance. Corroded battery terminals cause voltage drops. Voltage drops kill alternators and starters prematurely. Clean terminals every 6 months. Use baking soda mixed with water. Scrub away the white or green crusty buildup. After cleaning, apply a thin layer of Vaseline or dielectric grease. This prevents future corrosion by sealing out moisture. Terminal corrosion causes bizarre electrical problems. Lights flicker for no reason. Cranking slows down. Random warning lights illuminate the dash. Alternators fail before they should. Had a guy come in convinced his alternator was dead. Lights flickering, slow starts, the works. Popped the hood and his battery terminals looked like they'd grown moss. Cleaned them properly with baking soda and water. Applied dielectric grease. Problem completely disappeared. Saved him $800 on an alternator he didn't need. Check terminals every oil change. If you see white powder or greenish buildup, clean it immediately. Takes 5 minutes. A $3 can of terminal cleaner and $2 tube of dielectric grease will last years. Clean terminals keep electricity flowing, but the next secret protects something that snaps without warning. Now that you've come this far, here's the bonus tip. Use the exact oil spec. This is the silent engine killer. Not neglect, not mileage, wrong oil. Before you buy a bottle, read 2 things: the API service class and the SAE viscosity. APIS for gasoline, C for diesel. Think SN, SN+, SP for gas. The exact letters matter. Viscosity is your 0W20, 5W30, etc. Most folks grab the right weight and ignore API. Huge mistake. A Canadian fleet study found that mixing SP and SN oils drove 80% more oil pressure warnings from sludge. Older formulas with higher phosphorus and sulfur can poison your catalytic converter. That cheap oil just became a $2,500 converter job. Viscosity errors are worse. Too thin, bearings and cams lose their film. Too thick, drag, heat, and poor flow at cold start. That's why the weight is stamped on your filler cap, because it's non-negotiable. Here's the rule. Match the exact API spec and the exact viscosity your manual calls for. No, close enough. No, it was on sale. Modern oils carry additive packs tuned to your engine's timing system, turbo seals, and emission hardware. Get them wrong and sludge shows up early. My next video exposes 17 habits to stop now, or your car won't reach 100,000 miles. Click now before these mistakes cost you thousands.